knowledge. Whether you like it or not, I'm sorry. We're going to make him a prophet. You understand that? And they set out to make Muhammad into a prophet. Muhammad didn't know what he was. And it says it in the Quran. Muhammad came down for Surah Al-Qalam and said, I don't know what. They're saying I'm possessed by a jinn.
Right, that's right.
And they said, Muhammad, by the grace of Allah, you're not possessed by a jinn.
Right.
Now go and put your cloak on and go back down there and teach.
Right, that's what they told me.
They said, well, who did I meet? Does the Quran say it's Jibril Muhammad met in the cave? No. Don't say who it is. Somebody added in the name Jibril later because they can take it back to Gabriel coming to Mary type of thing. See, that made sense. All he said is he heard a voice and someone yelled out to him in a light, Muhammad, read. And he said, I can't read. But they add, Ya Jibril, ma'ana biqariyan. The name, that's not in the Quran. You don't see in Surah Al-Alaq, Muhammad, Iqra. وبعد ذلك فقالت الملائكة يا جبرائيل مa'ana biqariyan. You don't hear that? After that, the angel says, and, you know what I'm saying? I am not a reader. You don't hear that? Read. They added Jibril. And you won't dare question them. And no Sunnis won't question them. And no Shia won't question them. I had to come along to question them. Say, wait a minute. Show me in the Quran where it says that that's Jibril who met him. Well, that's what's written. I don't care what. I want to see what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says. The controller of the heavens and the earth. I'm not concerned with what some man said. Show me. Any good writer can write a good story. Just read the Prophet by Khalil Gibran. And anybody who read that book, you know that book is more inspiring than the Quran at times. And it was once in a classical form of Arabic. And he's called a Nabi, the prophet. But they killed him. And they'll kill anybody who tries to teach you right knowledge. Especially now, because your body is beginning to adjust to this environment. You understand that? And in 8 more days, or 8 more years, when the 400 years is up, you will have reached the 4th generation of genetic breeding chromosomes, and you will be back to a state of godliness in the year 2000. And the devil knows that. And he knows that the voice of one crying from the wilderness is already here. He hears it. He hears the teachings of the land. I'm not the Messiah. It says in Revelations, like unto the Son of Man. I will be thought to be the Messiah. I will appear in a Messiah image to people. I'll teach like the Messiah. But I am not the Messiah, just like the Messiah. And he can hear now. He said, this man has changed full stream. In a matter of 1 year, he then went from teaching Islam in its pristine purity and dove into questions that nobody else would touch on, and now he's talking in Hebrew.
All right. All right.
Because it says in the books of Revelation that out of his mouth and the book of Daniel went a two-edged sword. You have to understand the Hebrew and the Arabic. Muslims don't understand just understanding Arabic, and Hebrews don't understand just understanding Hebrew. Don't you see how I'm marrying the two?
Right. All right. That's right.
But they can tell by what I'm saying now. The Masons say, oh my God. Oh, brother Nimrod. Elijah has come.
Right. All right.
People say, well, that Elijah was the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Was it?
No.
Read the book of Malachi. They couldn't even tell you what the name Malachi meant, let alone who received the book. If you're the man in the book, don't you know who received the book?
Right.
Show me anywhere in the Nation of Islam teachings where they tell you who Malachi was. They don't know. The word Malachi is Hebrew. Mim, Lamet, Kaf, Malak, angel. The yet on the end is my angel. The archangel. The Almighty is saying, I will send my angel. He knows me as Yahweh and Elijah. That's not his name. That's a title describing the being that would come to earth. If you read the whole book of Malachi, you'll see it says it's an angel in the 2nd chapter. And then what does it say? First will come Elijah. Then will come the Lord, as they put it in the Bible, for translation. Correct? First will come who? And then, it says right in the last chapter, the last verse, or the 4th chapter of the book of Malachi. I will send Elijah the prophet before the great and dreadful day of the Lord. You understand me? No. Now in Israel, a prophet prophesies, tells you what things are going to happen. That's been done. You understand me? Then will come the Lord. Now if that was the honorable Elijah Muhammad, someone switched things backwards. Because Master Farad Muhammad was already here when the honorable Elijah Muhammad met him. Is that true or false? True. Master Farad Muhammad was older than the honorable Elijah Muhammad. So he was born before him, in case they say something about that. And if he was the Lord, or God incarnate, that was coming after the honorable Elijah Muhammad, then someone switched things up on you. I'm sorry if I'm touching soft spots, but we ain't got but 8 more days. I got to teach straight out now. No more parables. No more El-Islam. No more Judaism or Christianity. Nothing but right knowledge. When you go down off the Mount Zion and you say, I spoke with the lambs, and he ain't talking nothing but right knowledge. They say, what is your religion? Say, I don't have a religion. I am religion. What are y'all? Amen. What are y'all, Muslims or Jews or Christians? Yeah. Yeah. We're Muslims if the word Muslim means one who's of peace. Because peace in the Lamb is truly wonderful. That's right. We're Christians if you mean those who acknowledge the Messiah, the real one, Yeshua, not Mark Anthony and Cleopatra's son. Right. Yes. And we are Hebrews if you mean we are Abraham's descendants. Oh yeah. What else do you want us to be? We'll be whatever you want us to be as long as you define what it means to me. Don't call me no Muslim and then you don't know whether it means submit or peace. One minute some scholar says it means submission, and the next minute some scholar says, and I'm standing there confused. Confused. But the thing that made me an Elohim is way back in the books of Genesis. Genealogy of Isis. And it says right in there, now the Adamah they use, the Adamah, the man, has become like us. And he has right knowledge. He what? Knows